Hello, I'm Francisco Ruiz, the developer of SeeOnce privacy app. In this video, I'm going to show you how it works through an example that hopefully will involve email and so forth. In this screen, I have SeeOnce open twice in two different tabs. That's because I want the first tab to represent one user, whom I'm going to call Alice, and the second tab to represent another user, who I'm going to call Bob. This is an experimental version which will become 1.02 very soon. Right now, the one that you can get from the web is 1.01, which you can get by just typing SeeOnce.net. It just looks slightly different, but let me use the newest version because by the time you get the video, that will be the one that will be available. Okay, so if SeeOnce has never been used, then you will meet a screen like this. Probably in your computer you will see more text because you will have more definition. This is 800 by 600. And the very first thing that SeeOnce asks you to do is to come up with a good password. And it's going to tell you if your password is not good. Like, let's say for instance, that I want to make my password. It tells me there's a bad password, it's going to take forever to process. One of the things that SeeOnce does, it penalizes you for using bad passwords by adding processing time. So that one is no good. Let's make it, I don't know, password 1234. It's still terrible. So I think we should come up with something decent. For instance, if you don't know what to come up with, you can click this button and you will get 5 common words which actually will be deemed good. All right. Now I'm not going to remember this. Programs Dubai build their Qatar stronger. So let's come up with something, or maybe made out of characters that will be deemed okay. So let me cheat and just use the upper part of the numbers like this. Okay, I already got medium. So let's see, and I close with open parentheses and close parentheses. Okay, so this is gonna be Alice's password. If I click OK, it will take it. And now I'm ready to go. I want to communicate with Bob. Bob knows nothing about SeeOnce. So I'm going to start with an invitation to Bob, or I can just click here too. And I will tell you that, well, I have no stored users, or I can make an invitation, in which case whatever is in the box will be encrypted with no security at all. So let me say that I want to add something like, hi Bob, this is my invitation to SeeOnce. Okay, so I'm going to log that. Or if I just click log, I'm going to get the very same dialog and invite a new user. Okay, so now this has been encrypted. And the important thing is this link in the middle. This contains the message encrypted plus an instruction to load SeeOnce from its website and supply the data. Anything after this hash mark does not really get transmitted to the server. So the server only going to know is that it wants the program and it will load it. And I can, for instance, put it through email. So if I click email, it will open my email and you're welcome to send me feedback to that email. And it is. If I were going to just send it to Bob, Bob will go ahead and get it, and this will appear highlighted as a link. So let me just show you what happens. No, I cannot. Yeah, let me show you what happens if the URL also contains all of this stuff, which the original one did not. Okay, so this is the active part. Let me just get rid of this. Okay, leave this page. Okay, and now this is going to have the URL SeeOnce.net plus all of this. Okay, and it's going to load again. Now, because the program has already been loaded once, it's not going to look exactly the same as before. But it's the same thing. Bob needs to come up with a good password. So let's say it's the same, like this. But it's not, well, let's close this. And it's going to add a dash. All right, very good. Okay. So now it's asking me for the name of the person who sent you this invitation. Okay, I'm gonna say Alice. And here it is. Hi Bob, this is my invitation to SeeOnce. Now it looks a little bit different because here I've made, I have not shrunk. So I can shrink it so it looks the same. Okay, 90%, 75%, now on the same scale. Here's my invitation to SeeOnce. I'm able to open it, which was no problem because anybody in the world could have opened it. Another way I could have gotten it is by just taking this whole thing, or just a link, copying it, and just putting it here. Just pasting it. It will unlock automatically. It doesn't ask me if it comes from Alice because I already told it that it's Alice. Okay, so now I'm ready to reply to Alice. All right, so I'm going to reply to Alice. Well, hi Alice. And I just block. I send this to Alice. I can put it in an email as before, and then it will contain this link, which when Alice opens it, it's going to again be able to get the message. So let me just copy this part, or the whole thing, it doesn't matter, and simply paste it here. It will have the same effect. Now, Alice, of course, doesn't know Bob's password. I'm not, in fact, telling her what his password is. It just knows that it's logged with somebody new. Alice shows up here because it's the same machine. Normally it would not. So I'm going to tell SeeOnce that this comes from Bob. Okay, and here is the message. It's a message can be unlocked again. Let's see if it's true. Let me just paste it again. Sure enough, it will open again. So we still don't have a real forward secret message. How about Alice's reply? Well, hi Bob. This is my second message. Unlock it. It already knows that it's for Bob. So I'm going to copy this. And when Bob gets it, he's going to paste it right here. Okay, so Alice got it. Still, we don't have that property because if I paste it again, it will unlock again. All right. Security builds up gradually. Let's see what happens with Bob's second message. It knows it's for Alice. Okay, I copy it. And now I'm going to paste it right here. Paste. Okay, Bob's second message, and I'm told that the message from Bob cannot be unlocked again. Is that right? Let's see. Paste it again. It did not. It did not. This is not because the program refused, somehow it knew there was a second message. No, it's because underneath the program there is some keys that are being changed. Every time that a message is locked and unlocked, they're encrypted with your secret key. And then what happens is that, well, simply that key doesn't exist anymore. I cannot unlock it again. I can try until I'm blue in the face. It's not going to open again. I could have saved it, I could have taken a picture, but I failed. Okay, let me just then ask Bob to say that again. I can lock it. And if I copy this and send it to Bob, Bob gets it, but guess what? If I try to paste it again, it will also fail. So SeeOnce has been able to establish one-way, two-way communication that are forward secret, and that it doesn't matter if at this point you were going to have your email account compromised and somebody actually asks you to supply your password, it will not matter, because even if you supply the correct password, you are not going to be able to open it. Let's try that again. Let's reload this, maybe without all of this stuff. Okay, let me do this. Let me just copy this address, paste it here, and we're just going to reload it. Reload the program. Okay, the password for Bob was this. Oops, no, with a dash at the end. Okay. Well, let's see what happens. Let's get this again and see if it still refuses. Yes, it still refuses. So I'm gonna have to say, please repeat. I can lock it for Alice. Copy. Paste. The communication still is there. It's simply that I cannot unlock the same message twice. So I hope that you like this video and you enjoy SeeOnce. Thank you very much.